Okay, let's just dive right in. The whole landscape of digital search is, I mean, it's fundamentally different now because of generative AI.
Completely different.
We're not just talking about those, 10 blue links anymore. It's all about AI-generated answer
Right.
summaries.
Right.
So today we're doing a deep dive into how a really highly regulated industry, pharmaceuticals, is having to pivot to move from old school SEO to something entirely new. And the materials you sent over, they really map this out.
They do. And what's so critical here is how fast these compliance-heavy industries have to adapt. So our mission today is really to unpack all this new terminology.
Yeah, AI SEO, LLM SEO.
Exactly. What are they? And then really understand why visibility and this idea of explicit credibility are now the make or break factors for former manufacturers and suppliers looking for those big long-term partnerships.
Okay, let's start there. Let's decode those terms because the sources seem to draw a really clear line between two fields. You have AI SEO, which sounds, I guess, broad, and then LLM SEO, which feels much more targeted.
That's a perfect way to put it. AI SEO is, the umbrella strategy. It's using things like machine learning to analyze search patterns and get your content ready for any AI environment. It's future-proofing, basically.
So if AI SEO is the general approach, what's the point of LLM SEO? I mean, if a company's already ranking #1 on Google, why would they need a whole separate strategy just for large language models? What's the real difference?
The difference is huge. It's moving from just ranking to being cited as a source of truth by the AI itself.
Oh, okay.
LLM SEO is all about getting your brand's information visible inside those AI answer engines. We're talking ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Google's AI overviews, all of them. If the AI doesn't cite you, you're essentially invisible to a whole new class of business research.
That makes perfect sense. So the goal isn't just traffic, it's citation. It's about trust. But if LLM SEO makes you visible, you still need that trust to actually get cited. So there's a piece missing.
Exactly. And that foundational piece, the thing that really builds that digital authority, is semantic SEO. It uses structural data things like schema markup and entity optimization to explain your content to an AI in a language it can understand, and more importantly, trust.
Right.
Without that structure, an LLM is just not going to risk citing you on high-stakes information.
Okay, so can you give us a concrete example?
Yeah.
What does that look like for, say, a supplier in the pharmaceutical space?
Sure. It means helping a company rank not for a generic term like drug manufacturer, but for a really detailed, specific query. Something like FDA-compliant pharmaceutical manufacturers specializing in continuous flow processing.
Wow, that's specific.
Or bulk drug suppliers for global export with ISO 9001 certification. It's about being the verifiable definitive answer. The schema markup is basically the receipt that proves it.
So let's talk about the stakes here, because for pharma, this is not a low-stakes game. We're talking about life sciences. The sales cycle is long, it's entirely built on trust, and it's surrounded by regulation.
That's the core of it. Buyers, partners, even regulatory bodies, they all use online research to vet companies. So your visibility and your credibility directly impact business. And on top of that, you have regulators who are now using these AI summaries to cross-reference public claims.
So if your data isn't structured and AI-ready, it could actually become a liability.
A huge liability in the compliance process. Absolutely.
And the number of companies that need this kind of specialized work, it's not just the big household names.
Oh, not at all. It's a massive ecosystem. We're talking bulk drug manufacturers, API manufacturers, clinical stage companies, oncology specialists, biotech firms. Each one needs a very tailored compliance-aware strategy to prove their expertise.
Okay, so to sum it all up, the strategic goal for these pharma brands is to use AI and LLM SEO to boost their brand mentions in these AI-powered searches, make it easier for partners to do their research before a deal, and make sure their trust signals are shaping regulatory perceptions.
That's it in a nutshell. Success now means you have to align your compliance-aware content with these new AI-ready frameworks. Things like answer engine optimization, or AEO, which is just the practice of structuring content so AI will cite it. And also geographically targeted optimization, GEO, which is crucial for proving you're compliant in different countries.
The sources state that brands who do this successfully earn trust across every stage of the healthcare value chain. And that leaves me with a really interesting final thought for you to consider. If earning digital trust is now the same thing as being visible to AIs like ChatGPT and Gemini, what happens to the old models of authority, the ones built on legacy and regulatory status alone? It really makes you question whether regulatory authority is enough anymore if the entire path to finding information is now controlled by AI.